Well, it's another walk in Seaview. Good old Seaview. As you know, if you watch previous episodes, that's our house bus there. I jammed it between these two vehicles earlier. It wasn't difficult. But yeah, that's our mechanics across the road. And that's their truck, actually, that one there. But anyway, while we don't have a certificate of fitness on the vehicle, this is like the safest place. I think I've talked about this in previous videos. The main thing is, I know not anyone's watching those videos yet because I've been keeping them private until such time as I can publish them. Just mostly because I don't want to be releasing videos every day about our movements in Seaview, putting our security at risk. It's Sunday, the 21st, just after 5. Sunset's coming at 20 to 6. Yeah, so we might film that for you. Hey? And I've done only 1,700 steps today. It's a bit of a bus life day today. We've got this diesel heater to keep us warm, and it failed to start the other night, and then we just went on to shore power and used an electric heater to get through last night. And I decided, well, it's the weekend, it's time to get into this heater and figure out what's wrong with it. I've got to do that today, so that's pretty much all the mahi I've done today. It didn't happen yesterday because we did a day of furious filmmaking. Well, half a day. We did this filmmaking competition. I actually talked about it on yesterday's video, so you can have a look at that. I took Quigley out for a morning walk because the afternoon was going to be so busy. Or was that the day before? You know what? My brain's a little bit cloudy on remembering things. Come on, Quigs. He chose the direction. I actually wanted to go that way, but he wants to go this way. Quigley's in charge. Come on, Quigley. Let's go. Oh yeah, I've seen this fuel tanker drive before. I don't know if we're close enough for you to see him, but he smokes cigarettes, dirty durries. And I always see him around here. Well, occasionally see him around here. He gets out of his rig and walks far away from it as he can and smokes his cigarette, which is probably worth doing considering it's a fuel tanker. Good old Seaview on a Sunday. I don't see any fishermen anywhere, but they do. This place is there's always fishermen on these rocks. But not today. Yeah, so all the Seaview episodes that I, at this time in my life, haven't released yet. You might be able to watch them sometime in the future, however far away in the future you are. But we've mostly been stuck here, living on Port Road. Just biding our time at the moment, to be honest. It's been school holidays. So when manifesting the dates with our vehicle mechanics and engineers, to do the required repairs, I looked at the calendar and I decided, well, I'd love to do it ASAP, but we can't. We've got school holidays and there's another public holiday coming up soon that a big part of the job is going to be parking the thing inside a workshop for over a week and dismantling the front of the bus, pulling out the windscreen and stuff. Just because there's corrosion going on in there that we need to have dealt with. Hey, we know the perfect people for doing that work, that's for sure. They've got every tool we could possibly need to get into doing that job. And we've already been here for quite a while. We were driving around with a bent back bumper for a few months, since January 1st, when a probably drunk driver crashed into the back of it in the middle of the night, wrote off his car. Been a bit of a stressful year, but at least it only cost us our insurance excesses to get that repaired, and then in and out of the workshops getting that done. And they did the majority of the work, and then there were still some things that I saw that weren't done, some obvious damage. I was like, well, that's obviously from the accident. That wasn't like that before. So we went back in to get those final touch-ups done. It's looking real good now. I know in one of the other Seaview videos I have actually shown all of that. Dancing around at the back of the bus going, oh, look at this, look at how shiny it is now, and straight and not crashed into looking. New reflectors, brand new bumper actually. They engineered us another one. Good. Yeah, so all the Seaview walks, while we're sort of stuck here by necessity and not able to travel much, that's why there's going to be quite a few Seaview videos. But I have been making quite the effort to get my boy in the car and take him to some other worldly places, other beautiful places, which I have to say I would do anyway. These past few years of looking after this guy, I do get bored of walking around the same old places. But of course the ultimate goal is to get around driving the bus to visit the cool places, because I just love driving it. And it's our home, and it's really cool to just roam around and visit around the place. So we've owned the bus since the end of 2020, so let's just say the beginning of 2021 really. And in the first year we needed to do a lot of work on it. Evidently we kind of brought a lemon. Some of the facilities of the vehicle were just not up to standard. We put ourselves tens of thousands of dollars in debt just to keep it on the road, but we worked it all out in the end. It's sorry if I've talked about this before, but why not? It's what's on my mind. We worked it all out in the end, that living this way, even with the expenses, the added extraordinary expenses of repairing the bus, even though that's the case, we're definitely not spending as much money as we would be if we were renting a house, that's for sure. Alright, the watch just disturbed me, which means I forgot to activate Do Not Disturb until now. That is essential. And the reason being, as I've explained in the past, I just want to record an uncut, super grounded, honest video without, even if I do get interrupted by a phone call or something, or if I have a malfunction and it stops the recording, I still have to go in afterwards and load it into an editor just to connect the two videos together. Hey, I'm just trying to avoid the extra minutes of my life that I lose to it when things like that happen. I think he's in poop mode. That's a nice bush, Quigley. That poop can live its best life right there, I think. It's not going to bother anyone. Good. Good boy. You know, I took him out for a walk this morning. That was a double poop morning, that's for sure. So there's poop number 3 for the day. Oh look, seagulls are having another hui on the beach. Hui means meeting or gathering. We interrupted their hui. Hey Quigs, we interrupted it. Ooh. Bit of a weird sort of hiccup thing happened to me there. Don't know if you noticed. You might not have noticed, but then I pointed it out, haven't I? We are on the beach now, Quigley. What are the seagulls hanging around here for? That there looks like something they might have been hanging around here for. Yep. Bit of a fish. And I mean that, a bit of a fish. Bits of it are missing. Quigley's pulling real hard because all he wants to do is probably chow down on that fish head. Good old Quigley. Yep. Now, you know, this is one of the first 100 videos, right? Right in the beginning when we first created the channel. This is video number 20 something. And right now I'm still waiting for the future to happen. The future that I intend with the creation of this channel. Which is for it to become a crowd-funded broadcast. I'm looking for all of our people out there in the world who are quite happy to fund this extraordinary channel. Extraordinary because we are unique creatures on this planet, experiencing the world in our own unique way. And that's all I really care to share. Just us doing our usual daily thing. It's the only thing that I could think of that I could easily be motivated to blog every day about and keep on with the engagement. It's just walking my dog and bringing you all along, bringing you all along with us. And the future that I dream of when it comes to a crowd-funded broadcast is for us to escape the rat race. And I'm prepared to work for it. And stop eating stuff quickly. Spit it out. Sounds hard, like you ate a shell or something. seen one fisherman so far, but now I think there's another one. Yep, it's definitely another one over there. Might not be a fisherman, but it's definitely someone who fits that description. So I might not go too much further this direction. It is a do not disturb dog walk after all. Generally, I intend to avoid people most of the time. We do go to crowded places sometimes and then just deal with it. And mostly, I'm not the most social person on the dog walks. I also don't expect people to really be too keen on wanting to meet the guy with the camera strapped to his chest. But there have been some people who are just happy to approach. At least I'm not doing it Vinnie Eastwood styles. He had this whole gimbal waist body harness thing with an arm that held the camera, and it swivels around whichever way he wants it to look on top of the gimbal, points it at his face, points it at people. It's like having a bionic camera arm. Hey, I don't know if I can go to those extremes, folks. Yeah, so the previous two recordings, I'm pretty sure I remember correctly. It's only been two recordings, but I bought this chest harness too, which just goes over the top of this harness, and they integrate quite well actually. And I just think I mostly got it for style points, but also for utility. It's got some pockets on it, carry some stuff, including my wireless microphones, which, I'm probably hardly ever going to use until maybe later in the future when we regularly have guests on the channel, and then it'll make sense for us to wear microphones. I've done only 2 guest videos so far. It would be cool to get really into that and do it all the time, frequently, and have people begging to be on the channel. That'd be cool. I do want that for the future. What else? The main thing is I carry this ratty man bag around full of stuff. It is my utility bag. Goes with me everywhere daily. Carries all my important things. And but I don't really need all of those things and the weight of it on dog walks, really. I don't. So I bought the chest bag. Anyway, the whole reason I brought up having the chest bag and wearing that the past couple of days is because part of the experiment was to see how noisy it is, because it's got these zippers on it with little plastic things attached to the zippers by elastic, and they're quite noisy. I listened back to the recordings from the past few days, and it bugs me. I don't know if it'll bug y'all compared to the other videos we've made, but that's the thing. I'm not sure. I like the style, I like the utility, I like the purpose of it all, but I'm not sure if I really like the noise. The noise. Do you know what? I've walked past here several times. I've never noticed that tap. First time noticing it. It's probably where they get the water for the public dog bowl here. No, you're not weeing on that. Even though every other bloody dog that comes by does. Yeah, wee on the garden, that's fine. There's another tap there. That one has been disabled, or at least you need a tool to turn the thing. Anyway, leave it. Haere mai. Hikoi. Hikoi. There's quite a few taps around here. There might be more in the garden that I have never observed. Obviously there's probably a water line going through the gardens. There's a tap on this wall here too. I've noticed that one before, definitely. I've even used it to wash Quigley's foot once, because he sometimes accidentally pees on his own foot. And then I'm like, well, you ain't coming back into my house with that peed on foot, mate. And if there's been occasions where I've missed it and he's peed on his foot and I wasn't observant enough to see it, there's been times where he gets home and then he ends up just hardcore cleaning his foot with his tongue, and that grosses me out. So I'm like, why are you licking your foot? Oh, it's yellow. You peed on it, didn't you? Damn it. Shouldn't have let you in the house. The cool thing about our bus is that it's got an outlet pipe. We've got two outlets from the water tank. One is just to drop the tank by gravity, so it's just, open it up and the water falls out. And then we've also got the water pump can pump water out with a bit of higher pressure and hook that up to the hose. Sometimes though, I just operate the nozzle and it just squirts out the back corner of the bus, which is pretty cool. And obviously I was just talking about washing the pee off my dog's foot. As mundane as my video blogging conversations can be, that's what I'm talking about right now. But that's what I use it for sometimes. And other times the dogs go to the beach and they get wet and they get covered in sand, and so then we pull out the big guns, pull out the hose, so we can do some targeted spraying. I'd really like to know why all these cones are here. This one's bolted to the ground, so it's always here. Oh, it's not bolted anymore. It's got bolts in it. That's what made me think that. Yeah. Cones from all sorts of companies too. Random cones. That one's traffic management in New Zealand. This one's Greater Wellington Regional Council. This one got a marking on it. Oh, that one's unmarked. But I suspect these ones were brought by the marina specifically for their missions. And that one's unmarked too, unless it's under the sticker.
Thank you, buddy. That's very good of you. I'm the guy who did the job.
What job?
That job. I had to lift that beam, the one this end,
Oh, okay.
and fit concrete under it.
Right.
And everybody goes down, takes the cones away.
I was just observing the cones really and checking them out. I wasn't really messing with them.
Oh, well, they probably go now, but
Yeah.
it's such a, you know what? I put them all like this, and the next minute they're over there.
So you've been waiting for the concrete to set, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
Because that's the second time. The first time the concrete just
Got
they
pulverised.
all over it and it
Yeah, yeah.
buggered it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good to know there's a purpose for them.
Yeah, it's purpose there, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's bloody inconvenient, but it'll be right tomorrow.
Yeah. Sweet.
Cheers.
Oh, we'll chalk that one up as a surprise encounter. What are you all obsessed over? There's nothing happening here, dog. Here. I do kind of dream about the boat life, to be honest. I'm a bus lifer, but people live in these boats. Not all of them. I know I've stood here and talked about this before. But yeah, it is kind of cool. It doesn't cost very much either. I mean, you pay for the berth, but then on top of that, to reside here in your berthed boat, it just costs a little bit extra. And you know, honestly, I think that's pretty cool. Probably costs about the same amount as our expenses are for the bus life, to be honest. I'm just guessing. But I wonder if any of you are avid watchers and you've seen us visit the marina already, if you've been curious about this area of the marina. I feel a little bit weird about walking into this sort of pseudo private property kind of situation. I mean, they obviously welcome the public and you have public walkways and things like that. But then when I come into this area, I sort of think, well, this is sort of like almost an out of bounds area. Well, you've got no reason to come here, really. But at the same time, I'm walking my dog, so that might be reason enough. But I'm just, decided to walk this way because Quigley has no qualms with it, and you viewers may be interested to see over here. And we're on the roams, Quigs? We're on the roamies. I'm still wearing my leisure shoes, yep. Back to work in the morning. Yeah, I've talked about this before too. I'll just keep talking about it actually, because it's the way to honestly manifest the future. I really like my job. I really like the people that I work with. And I mean that, even though some of them piss me off sometimes. I think there's just a level of forgiveness that we must all have for each other, because we've all had hard lives, and some of us are a bit damaged emotionally. We lose our shit sometimes. But there's a reason I've been working there for so many years now, because it just feels like a family where I work at. Wow, look at that. That's an old car. It doesn't have a label in the window to tell me the exact date. So I'm going to look it up. Let's see if it's in the system. It does have a license plate. OG black one too. We've got a website in New Zealand called Car Jam, which will show you all the details. Well, not all the details, actually. They've got a paywall in there for some of the finer details. They won't let you see that unless you're a member of the page, a paying member of the page. But Lima Echo 207 is a 1983 Mitsubishi Sigma. Guess what? That's the same age as me. That's the same age as my Amberley camper. This is why the company I work for, they've also got a Bedford van in one of their old historical photos, so that I made that my home screen. And then in here, if we search images, I think, this one. Oh no, this phone doesn't have access anymore. Right, so we go to the cloud. I'll show you this stuff. Okay, where's search? Down the bottom. Bed time. If this doesn't work, I'm going to give up. Here we go. It's an old photo of it, but that's my ambulance camper. Yee-hee. Yep. So I was, before I got interrupted by that Mitsubishi, I was talking about, what's I talking about? Oh yeah, loving my job. Because I think about that, how it's cool. It's cool. I like working there. But obviously my dream of this YouTube thing and wanting to get crowdsource funding to support the channel, and then the ultimate aim is for us to escape the rat race. Well, that means leaving my job, doesn't it? So the two things don't go together. I mean, I guess they could, but then there wouldn't be enough time to achieve the amazing things that I would prefer to do in the world, which is bus life with gay abandon about the country. I mean, how can you blame me for dreaming of that? Honestly, that's a dream. Right, there's the shipwrecked van. It's a pretty cool van, eh? I think they live here in a boat, because that thing's always parked in here. And if you remember earlier in the video, we walked past the shop and there was a drink bowl for the dogs outside the shop. Well, that's the shop. Shipwreck Trading. Bloody excellent store, mate. Yeah. It is. And amongst all of this industry, there's the Burns Co., which is all about marine living, and to a degree some of the supplies they have in there support camper life too. And then the Shipwreck Trading store, brilliant place, because they've just got marvellous, it's like a museum in there, a marvellous array of amazing things, all related to the marine industry. And in that building, that's the only two main stores, and then the rest of it's office buildings, offices. So not really shops. Hey, we've missed the sunset, haven't we? Well, it's probably happening now, but cloud. Yeah, because what did I say? 22? Sunset 22:06, which is in 6 minutes, and to be honest, it's like it's already gone. It's already happened because of clouds. Oh, that's one thing I noticed about people that live here. They all carry around their keys on a little yellow flotation device. Which is actually really clever. This place, when they rent out the berths, they probably give a free one to everyone. Never ever seen anyone use this public barbecue. It looks like it's coin operated, it's got slots, but I think you can just turn it on. I think they gave up on coin operated. Hey Quigs, should I give you a drink? Have a drink. Drink some water. You don't like that water? Should I put a fresh one in? There is green scunge in the bottom of it, and I wish someone would clean it out. Maybe I should stop wishing for someone to clean it out, and I should come and clean it for the sake of everyone. Hey, have a drink. Drink some water. Good boy, fresh water. Good boy. I didn't bring any treats on this walk, guys, sorry. I just had this weird, crazy fantasy of you all deciding that every time I give my dog a treat, you'll send $1. Imagine that, hey? I'm happy to do that. And if you guys ever come up in the comments saying, yeah, mate, every time you give your dog a treat, I'll send $1. I will give my dog treats every time. Every time. To make those dollars, I tell you. That'd be a cool idea. Because that's the whole point of crowdfunded, as far as my perception of it is. It only costs all of you, all I want is $1 from everyone, even if you only watch one episode, even if you watch all of the episodes and just give $1. That's fine. Because I want thousands of people to watch and all give me $1. That's it. That's all I want. The more thousands of people that watch and send $1, the better. So I think I do really need to set up a mechanism to make that possible. I noticed in Patreon you can sell digital contents, so I'm thinking that in return you can have a digital art. You know, so you're not getting nothing, but you're not getting nothing anyway because I'm making heaps of content for you to enjoy. And if you don't like listening to me jabber on, just watch on mute, because really you want to play some music maybe and just watch me walking my dog, and that's fine. You don't have to listen to me. I think that's part of my concept is that. It doesn't matter if I feel like I'm talking too much. I like getting things off my chest or just expressing myself, and you know there's times where I can't be bothered talking, so I don't want there to be any expectation there either way. Either I'm going to jibber jabber too much, or sometimes I might just not be in the mood. And I am going into this with this whole attitude of it is what it is, and how it is on the day, how we feel on the day, and what we're doing on the day, and where we are on the day. And that means that in the future I envision these marvellous days where we go to very exciting places, and I won't be as boring to listen to because I'll be jumping up and down and going, oh my God, check this out. Wow. Hey. So one thing that's for sure about me is that I love going on adventures to places that I've never been before. And I have toured the North Island extensively, especially for work, definitely, because I drive freight trucks. And I've definitely got to go to the other island, which is over that way, by the way, guys, because I've hardly seen it. I've been to a few places over there, but I think that's the future I can promise you all. Come on, we're going back. Yeah, that's the future I want to promise you all, is that, well, because I've looked at the situation, right? I can probably go to the South Island and drive freight trucks in the South Island and see all over the South Island, and my dreams will sort of come true in that arena. I want to explore my country in its entirety, and I can't believe I'm 40 and I still have hardly seen any of the South Island. And I keep meeting people who've been there, seen it, done it all in the South Island, and they're just everyone you meet that's been to the South Island says, oh mate, you've got to go, you've got to get down there. So honestly, I think no matter what happens, I'm going down there one day to explore. And what I would like most of all is to be doing that for the sake of this YouTube channel, this broadcast. I want it to be for that. I want you all to support that, and for me not to have to be a slave for a wage freight truck driver just to go and get around the South Island. So when my dreams come true, things are going to get real hectic too, because I feel like that'll be properly living on the road and all of the logistics that go with that. Full-time bus life, a different place every night kind of vibe, or maybe we'll stay here for a few days kind of vibe and see everything that we can see around here kind of vibe. Come on guys, that's why I'm making this YouTube channel. For you, for me and my family and my dogs, and then it's about sharing that with all of you, sharing my joy on this world with you all. And another thing that I'm really looking forward to is in the future, when we're really popular, all the feedback, the positive and the negative. I'm going to enjoy telling negative people to fob off, and I'm going to enjoy all the people that really enjoy this to join in and make their commentary and applaud us in our efforts. We're not just going to travel the world and be touristy. We will be looking for good causes too to help out with. And there's an annual tour of the country for children's charity, which I've actually done in the past, and I want to do that again. I think I want to do that with my ambulance. Take the dog with me. And these guys travel around the country in their old fire trucks and ambulances, and one of them's even got a limousine that they've dressed up to look like the New York Police Department. They just go on tour annually, visiting lots of schools around the country and giving them donations basically, or much needed resources, or both. But especially brain injured children who need funds to continue to be in the school system. So schools can't really afford to support them entirely off of government funding. So it's really nice to go in there and give them the extra resources and stuff. Yeah, I did it several years ago, and that was meant to be, that's something that was really inspirational to me at the time. I've carried it with me ever since, and I just feel like I've been real slack in the years since, that I haven't managed to put together my own vehicle to go on tour with. But I mean, I have the vehicle, I just haven't put it together, you know what I mean? Like, it needs work. And then this bus life came along too, and has been sucking up all my time and resources and finances, dog? And then I've got to feed you. I don't think we're going to record the walk back, guys. I think this is going to be the end. Thanks for watching. And me and Quigley will just enjoy the walk back together. Just him and me. Hey, Quigs. Because I just noticed the time code. I think it's 40 something minutes. Yeah, 43:52. Quigley. If I had treats, I'd give him some treats, guys. Hey, you want to count up all the treats and give me $1 for each one? That's my dream come true. I'm not greedy. I just want a little bit of money from everyone. A little bit from everyone to help support us in our goals. So thank you for watching. And I know you love watching this, because you've watched this whole long ass dog walking video, and it's the third one you've watched today, and you've been watching dog walking videos all morning, haven't you? Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Go ahead, watch another one. I dare you. I love you for it. Thanks for watching. See ya. Quigley, say goodbye. Te-diddle-my. Te-diddle-my. Quigley. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you get a quick glimpse, guys. Yeah. Te-diddle-my. Quigley. If I had a treat, he'd look at me. If I just say the word treat, he'd just look sometimes. Quigley, you want a treat? Yeah, see what I mean? Oh, I'm so mean. Sorry, I'll catch you later.